February 12th, 2023. You guessed it. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get these numbers higher before the world comes to an end. Guys, you've seen from the title of my video, you may be wondering, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Last night I was watching some old TV shows of Alone that was on the History Channel. Some of you may have seen it. Now, these people are trained survivalists, right? They've lived their whole life for this moment to go out in the woods, either by themselves or one season, I think they had couples on it. And none of them could make it. Some of them couldn't make it 2 weeks. Some of them couldn't make it 30 days. Some couldn't make it 60. 90 days was about max for the people on there. And what does that tell you right there? If a trained survivalist can't make it, they tap out knowing if they're the last one, they're going to get $500,000. But they still tap out because they get lonely, they get homesick, they get depressed. What does that say to a normal person, right? In an Shtf event, everything's collapsed. You got what you got, and that's it, But then you hear, hey, there's a FEMA camp down here in the valley, They're offering you food, shelter, warmth. There's all type of people there. We can interact. We can be social with people. Do you imagine how many people would run down there and go to that FEMA camp? Plain and simple. If a skilled survivalist can't do it 90 days, what does that say about the normal average American that maybe doesn't have them skills, right? They don't know how to fend for themselves out in the woods. They're going to run to them camps. They're going to welcome them with open arms, like, oh, thank you for being here to help us. Government knows this too. A lot of people, think they're a hardcore survivalist because they can go out here and spend a week in the woods by themselves. I can go out here and I can camp out for a week and live off the land. You might be able to. Yeah, some people can't even do that. Makes you a little more hardcore than other ones, right? But the key to it is when you get into 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, a year out in the woods. That's when it comes to a real survivalist. Are you going to be able to survive? And I'm telling you, the vast majority of people, if they hear of a camp or something, they're going to run to it and they're going to stay there. Not just in America, anywhere in the world. People are going to do this, and the government knows this. They know it. Guys, if somebody who has worked their whole life to be on not necessarily be on a TV show, but they worked their whole life, to learn skills to survive in the bush, out in the woods or whatever, and they can't even make it 90 days and going to get paid $500,000, let that set in for a second. Heck, a lot of them has YouTube channels on here now, and they teach you survival skills. Some of the stuff they teach is awesome. Some stuff I learned from them. But you also got to stop and think. The number one prep you can have, and I've told you this before, is right here. Your mind. Your mind is going to start messing with you if you're out there alone and by yourself. Or if you're just in a small group of 3 or 4 people, your mind's going to mess with you. This right here is the most important prep you've got, is your mind. Those people on that show, they let depression come in, they let homesickness come in, and they quit. And they were going to get paid if they stayed the longest. Think about that now. Are you capable of staying a long time out in the woods by yourself? Are you? I'm not talking about the weekend, a week, anything like that. I'm talking about you're by yourself, SHTFs happen, there's no stores, there's no radios, there's nothing, right? Just what you have on your back. Could you do it? A lot of people can't. Some of y'all know I went through a year by myself, no power, no running water. Kind of enjoyed it, to be honest with you. But you do get lonely, Guys, and I know it's a TV show, right? But they're supposed to stay like a year, maximum of a year, and none of them make it 90 days. Come on now. What do you think an average citizen would do that has none of them skills? They're going to run straight to whoever's offering them help, whichever government agency's offering help, A lot of people will go to them FEMA camps willingly because, they'll have medicines, they'll have stuff that you're used to now. They'll have the things that you don't really need, but you're accustomed to them. They're comfort items. And they'll go. That's just my thoughts on this. Some of you may disagree. Like or dislike this video, comment on it. I'm sure most of you's not probably still watching here at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but if you are, comment on it. What's your thoughts? Especially, what's your thoughts with all these survivalists, showing you how to do stuff, but yet, I'm talking about the ones on YouTube who were on the TV show Alone, but they weren't even able to make it 30, 60, 90 days in the woods without quitting. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you're still watching, hit that subscribe button, like or dislike this video. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings. You're not safe anywhere in the world anymore. Protect yourself and your family at all times. Guys, get out there, get prepped up, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what you're thinking. I want to hear on this one. This one's important to me. Stay safe, get prepped.